Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Rob, and I'm here with a 2-week check-in with the Galaxy 26 Ultra. And I just pretty much want to let you know what's been going on, give you a little bit of a idea of what accessories I've been using since getting this phone set up and everything, and just talk about this phone very briefly with some things, with some issues that I had, and some of the good things that's been happening in those 2 weeks. Now, again, this is a much lighter phone than last year's phone due to the fact of the materials that it's made of, and there's no magnets in the back. And also the battery life has kind of like has caught on to my habits of how I like to use the phone and what have you. So my battery life has been improving for quite some time. Now I do have it set where I will only charge this phone to a max of 95. It's one of the features to help preserve the battery. So I really don't go all the way up to 100, and I do not overcharge. I do not charge overnight. I don't want my phone to actually be sitting there with a plug in it for, let's say, 3 or 4 hours after maybe a full charge. It may only take you 30, 40, 50 minutes to charge it. And then if you think about it, here's your phone sitting for another, 4 to 6 hours connected to a charger. So I usually don't charge overnight. And for the most part, I wouldn't recommend anybody else doing that. Now, some of the accessories that I did pick up, I did pick up a Pataka, the Horizon case. Now, I've been using this as like my main case for the phone. A couple of new features with this case that I do like. They have these buttons on the side. They call them Aaron buttons, like the name Aaron. And what these three buttons are, they're like NFC connected buttons. You can see the NFC tag right here in the back that pretty much sets up these three buttons. And there's an app that comes with this. Let me see here. It's called the Aaron Button app. And when you open it up, as you can see, you can set these buttons to open up an app, flashlight. If you want to open up your calendar, you want to add something to your calendar. Flashlight, you can do a quick search, rotate the screen, silent and sound your phone. You can open a navigation and one tap send an SMS to somebody who you text the most. There's a lot of features and things you can set up with these buttons. So right now, I want to take note of the fact that you might see these three little black pads right there in the phone itself. Those I think are like, well, they came with the phone. They recommended that you put two. We'll put two on the bottom and one up top. Now these pads seem to cushion the phone a little bit better against this hard surface. Also, it kind of helped with the removal of the case, but it's still difficult to remove the phone from this case. But this does actually help out a little bit when it comes to me taking this out. I do like the fact that it does have a large camera protection bezel right there, so I think that's pretty cool. And the cutouts for the camera are on point. You do see that it does have some MagSafe technology in it, but the magnetic strength of this isn't quite up to my standard. What I would like to see. I'm assuming the reason why it's maybe not as strong as I do know anything of if you attach a MagSafe product to it, that with a really strong magnet, it could possibly interfere with the S Pen connection. You do get those S Pen warnings when something magnetic gets too close to the S Pen. So, but if I had to rate this particular MagSafe tech on this on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the best and 1 being the worst, I would have to put this at a 2, 2.5 as far as just the strength of it. This camera bezel does make it hard to connect a lot of different MagSafe products. So you're going to need things that are more rounded that fits underneath this camera bezel right here. Now the screen protector that I decided to go with, I'm using the Spigen Glass Tar Easy Fit one. I got that installed. I got one installed. I got an extra one inside. This has been working out pretty well so far. As far as with the fingerprint sensor, during my work, when I'm at work, I do tend to wash my hands more regularly at work due to the type of work that I do. I work with vehicles, I get my hands dirty a lot. So I find myself constantly washing. I don't know if it's excess oils or the dryness from washing my hands, but I do get a bad uh, connection with the fingerprint sensor during my work day. I really thought at first it was the screen itself, but then I kind of thought about it when I'm home. I really don't have any issues with this, but when I'm at work, and like I said, that's where that constant hand washing comes into play, and the dryness I get in my fingertips, I really think that's been affecting the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. So be aware of, maybe how often you may wash your hands in comparison to the response of the fingerprint sensor. That could play into it. It may not be the actual phone itself. It could be just some OCD habits that a lot of people have. So basically, like I said, this phone has been running really well for me. I haven't had any issues with it other than the fact that, sometimes the cases leave weird markings on the back and everything. But for the most part, that's just my little OCD. Hopefully over time, I would just ignore those. But again, great phone. It's been working out. Uh, the S Pen has been pretty cool. I usually use the S Pen when it comes to things like gaming. I like crossword puzzle games, what have you. So I use the S Pen a lot with light gaming and maybe some of the artistic stuff they have on here with the Pinup app. But that's basically how I've been using the S Pen. But in conclusion, great phone. I don't see any problems with it. So far, so good. Be on the lookout for my long-term review. Again, if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, leave your questions down below, and I'll try to get in touch, get back with you. If my work schedule allow it, but for the most part, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.